Hello, hope you're all well. My name is Tris and this is Double O'Neill. This episode is going to be kind of building oriented. I have recently, as you would have seen on a previous episode, and if you watch my latest live stream, picked up from Tony's Trains of Rugby an oil depot. It's got a SA Petroleum sign on the side of it. And obviously this might have a certain plan for it in real life, what it's replicating. It might not be exactly what I'm after. But what I want is something that represents a fueling point for the shunter, or if something bigger coming needs a bit more fuel, it can, I guess, siphon from there. I'm no expert on how this is meant to look in the situation, but I've had some tips from some of the people in the live stream, adding a brick wall around it and stuff like that. I'm going to show you a bit closer, what point I got to when I started building this on the live stream. But I do need to finish it off, and I'm going to do a little bit of that on this episode, as well as some other things. What you see here, so we've got 2 tanks and a pump house. I've been told it's like a little mini pump house, which will obviously pressurize or pump out fuel to something that's going to be around it. So I thought, great. Colour wise, looking at the front of this little pack, do I just match that on colours? Looks kind of nice. So yeah, the one thing that I was quite impressed by, and I haven't put it together yet, is the metal etch that comes with it, which I thought nice. I've not had that on any of my, let's call it ratio/pico kits before, so that's nice to see really. So I need to be careful with it, don't ruin it, and get it on. Yeah, I think the kits on Tony's website for about £21. I think really you get a lot for your money there, which is really, really good. The tanks, I didn't quite like the big lip from when the ing went on, so I started basically sanding it and getting it to the size that I'd like it to be. I did have a spillage with a droplet of the glue, but it's not a high point on here, but I'm going to give it a little sand anyway, make sure it's smooth, make sure the ends are smooth. And yeah, we got effectively where the tank's drawing together a bit of weld detail, but I did kind of smooth these out because there's a bit of a chunky step the way it went together before, so that's now going to be nice. So that's going to be going on the layout to support the shunting really. So pretty happy with it. I'm looking forward to getting the rest of it together. So what I'm going to do is actually just put it together now, and yeah, just show you kind of the after result, and we can place it on the layout as well and see how that's going to look. This is an impressive looking kit now. Like, for the money that you spend, get a nice pump house. Got the guttering on there, which is nice. And then you've got this fantastic kit here. With the brass etching on, it almost feels like it's a shame to paint it, because people aren't gonna appreciate actually what a nice kit this is. It's not the best in regards to how the tanks go together, like I said, but with a bit of cleanup, that's fine. And then with these handles, you have to drill them out, and you be careful not to crack them if the hole's not quite big enough to pop over. That's like probably the negatives of it. Like on the brass etch kit, there's these handles here. What would be good is if they had enough of the handles to turn the taps on and off for all of the points. So you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. So that would be good. I bent the ladders to shape. They're kind of okay, but no one's going to judge it. So I think what I need to do is primer this black. I'll probably primer this one some reddish colour or black, and then I can just sponge on, do the colours and have some fun with it. I don't need to make it too painful and make it a big project. Anyway, I think it's paint time. Enjoying kind of doing the brickwork on these. It's kind of quite simple, kind of blotch on the different colours. Also, it's not very dark here, but from a distance, like when you sit it down, so the light's terrible here. Kind of doesn't look bad. I want it to be a murky building that's got dirty over the years. So I'm kind of happy with this. I'm just going to add a couple of like highlights on the bricks and everything, just to make little bits just pop out a bit more. But again, at the same time, it's not super important. I'm using some of the Hobbycraft paints here, the stuff that Dan Everson kind of got me on, but mixing it with a few other shades of acrylics that I've got, just to add in various colours. You got like pinks, browns, oranges and reds and all sorts of kind of shades that you can kind of squeeze onto bricks and everything to make them work. So it's kind of fun. I quite enjoy doing this. And then from a distance, you kind of forget how you painted it, but it kind of blends in and looks nice. Just needs to do the roof after this, and then it'll be good. The main unit itself, I'm pretty happy with that. It's looking pretty tidy. It's just, yeah, it's painted up really nicely. So I'm going to finish off the building now. I'm not going to bother putting any of the SO stuff on the side of here. I kind of like this murky, non-branded look. I kind of prefer it quite a lot, actually. So our fuel depot is here. It's lacking a brick wall to go around it to keep people safe and to help with spillage and stuff like that. So that's something we can build up on another day, which is nice. You'll see here I've got this little pump house. I've been told that's where the pump would be kind of situated inside there to, I guess, pressurize these or whatever. Oh, I'm gonna be careful. This is brass. Hopefully we don't lose it over time. Yeah, so that's that. I'm kind of really pleased. Obviously, you can imagine the layout of this. What I want to do is have, what I'm thinking is a retaining wall on this side. So then it will come past the retaining wall to come out on view, maybe with some kind of, I don't know, something going on here, like an entrance kind of thing. Or maybe it doesn't matter for the fun stage of it, you know, we're not worried about that side or the other. So yeah, so this looks great. The next things that I'll probably do on the next episode, I was thinking about this one, they haven't turned up yet, but hopefully soon, is the petite property buildings that will go down there. But we can talk about that another stage. The bits I need to do on this next, I don't knock this around, is make a small refueling kind of reel type bit. I spoke to Eric, and it's Underground Eric, that is, and he sent me some pictures from his own experience of seeing on the side of the track kind of refueling kind of points for, I guess, the shunters and stuff like that. So I need to kind of mock something up and then make it. I've got some materials I can use, I think, for it to make it work. In some of it, I could maybe 3D print, we'll see. But like I said, I think retaining wall and that I need to do. So I'm going to look into that. Whilst I put this here, I actually moved the track so it came out here on a siding that way. So I'm kind of happy with how that looks. But I'm really, really pleased with this. Really happy with how the building looks. Just nice and mucky and old. Fantastic. But that can sit over here. Something around there. And no, it would be nice. It's nice to have the first buildings in feature type thing on the layout. So yeah, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. I've enjoyed doing this so far. Anyway, you all take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Thank you to my patrons, channel members, subscribers, commenters, and likers. See you soon. Bye-bye.